Hey everybody, welcome to The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, which is currently in my top spot of best games I've ever played. I love it to death. I have extolled its virtues previously, and now, thanks to my finally getting a decent capture card, I can play it. Well, play it so you guys can see it. This will actually be my third playthrough. I did go through, I got everything there was to get, I found all the lore, I got all the achievements. I can actually show you real quick. 50 out of 50. And this is not an easy game, okay? It's not Dark Souls level hard, but if you don't know what you're doing and you don't go in prepared, you are going to die. And I beat it on the toughest difficulty, and I'm very proud of that. For the sake of this Let's Play, I will not be playing it on the hardest difficulty because it does slow things down. And I want it to keep moving. I want it to keep moving for two reasons. One, it's good to keep things moving anyway, but more importantly, The Witcher 3 is coming out on May 19th. It is currently April 28th. Right? More pressing is we're wrapping up school for me right now. I've got this week, next week, and then it's finals week. And then I'm going to be in Ireland for a couple days. I'll actually be in Ireland when The Witcher 2 Witcher 3 releases. So I will not get to that right away, and I hate that. I want to play that game immediately, but I'm not going to be able to. But what that means is I'm going to try really hard to get this game done before The Witcher 3 hits and I can get there to play it. Okay? I'm going to work really hard to make that happen. But I don't know if it's going to happen, so I may end up in the awkward position where I have this game going alongside its sequel. I'm going to try to make sure that doesn't happen, but it probably will. I'm also trying to get a bunch of footage set aside so you guys will have stuff while I'm in Ireland. I'll explain Ireland later in a separate vlog. But yeah, let's get going. My hard drive. Ready for autosave. I probably should do that sometime off camera. But, well, actually no. We're going to do this differently. We're going to keep the channel save on my memory unit. And that way it'll keep things separated, because my previous playthrough is my super epic one that I'm going to carry over. If I finish this in time, I will carry this save over for continuity's sake to 3. Assuming it allows that, and I'm pretty sure it will. But enough talk. You guys came to see this game. I'm gonna start it. No. You see, I did dark, so I know I can handle hard. But I'm gonna go with just normal. Just for the sake of the Let's Play, just to keep things moving. I'm also going to edit this a little more. There is some grinding involved. I'm going to cut that out. There's some wandering involved. I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to shut up now because the story has arrived. Let's look at the scars. Long-time channel fans. I should probably stitch it up, shouldn't I?
Come on, Sixes. Daddy needs you. Oh, shit. Ha! 20 orange to Grandad. Looky there. He's awake.
No, I'm not.
You daft! Don't go in there! Shut it. He's in chains. Can't do a thing.
Yeah, you can say that.
All right, Master Geralt. Roll again!
Why?
The dice didn't roll!
Calling me a cheat? Take it back.
Thank your grandpappy's fantasy,
Look,
everybody.
he's awake again.
Monster slayer, my ass. A regular horson.
I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them.
Folks say they plough witches come the equinox.
That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill.
Memories. Sorry. Tried to keep my previous experience out of this, but gosh, I love this game.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
Walk around behind me if you want to shake.
How foolish of me. Vess! Unshackle him.
Geralt of Rivia. Care to introduce us?
No, thanks.
Bring something to drink. We can't sit here cotton-mouthed.
You can't see it, but I'm vibrating over here.
You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No. For Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
I should also warn you, this game is not for kiddies, okay? And that will become very apparent in a moment. Yeah, children, look away, get your parents' permission. Be aware. Conveniently placed Geralt is convenient. And suddenly less convenient. Yeah, CensorStorpey will be needed.
Witcher, are you up? His Majesty, King of Tiberia, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher.
Scram.
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Bastards or not, the children are still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Amen.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
I will provide background as needed.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. Probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults they ride.
Basically, long-time channel members, subscribers, whatever you are, will remember I started a Let's Play of Witcher 1. And unfortunately the game freaked out. I could not finish it. That's why it died and has been absent. But yeah, that's what's going on. They're talking about here is at the end of that game, Foltest is almost assassinated. You save us, but you're not missing much. Very little of the first game actually relates to this
I get
one.
the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest, the wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto, something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim
Triss
a lot
is
of things.
sorceress.
The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later.
Right, so there we go. And I can move and do things. That is Triss Marigold, as the name tag says. She is awesome. And it's going to be the source of a really big dilemma for me in the third game.
I'll join you later.
Lootables. Right. It's going to take me a second to get used to the controls again. It's been 2 years? This is one of the few games that made me play it start to finish twice, one after another. And you know me and my looting. And it plays an important role. I said, if you're not prepared going into these fights, you're not coming out. Which means I need all the lootables I can get. Okay, sign. Dodge. There's quick attack. Okay. I love the atmosphere.
Now, listen up. We'll soon be joining the fray. And I must say, I've never seen a lovelier war. While the knights battle it out on the walls, we head straight for the town.
But Sergeant, there's a river in the way.
The very reason we've spent the last week nailing together rafts and stealing... that is, commandeering fishing boats.
That's
We'll cross
telling.
the river to the town in those very boats, as planned by his...
Protecting your jewels and that magic amulet. I'll wager you'll send a lava. Oh, looky there, new boy. It's that Witcher. Geralt of Rivia ought to know about amulets.
Witcher, sir. I have a question for you.
Yes.
We know each other?
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here is
true.
Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake?
This is not from the first game.
But those are bygones, as I say.
don't think.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
Uh-huh.
What rape?
Shut your trap, Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon. The sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize. And we argued, there was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. But that dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half year licking our wounds. And you done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer or some such.
Yennefer of
Willing
Vingerberg.
to help some old friends, Witcher?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coin in point of fact. New Boy bet tonight that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honor's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New Boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, New Boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho, 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 but...
Shut it! Boholt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance when rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
Who knows what goes on in that head of his? but every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, he took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, and we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
Yeah, that's the truth.
There's clearly magic in the trinket, but I doubt it'll deflect swords or arrows.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot. Screw honor. Don your metal, new boy. You'll go into battle, confessional and all.
So be it. Though I'd like to have fleeced the noble. Damn shame.
I'd rather have a live soldier. Yeah, the medallion reacts to magic.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
It also highlights collectibles. Just cool.
Going into battle,
Geralt? Come here, son, to be slipping on that shite.
Place of power.
A foothold on the wall is all we need.
Your presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in battle. Same slot
Yeah,
as
yeah.
always, bloody hell.
Witchers are kind of outside of everybody. There's elves and dwarves, sure, but they're second-class citizens, or worse. And Witchers don't fit with anybody.
I'm in.
You're a fool.
Sorry, the sensitivity's a little wonky.
I know him, he's tough.
Where am I going?
Word is, way up north.
That's where I came from. Right. Okay, so there's the first game, right? But you're going to hear a lot of other references to what happened in the books. There's a whole book series that came before the first game, came before this game. But they're mostly just single stories. But a lot of characters come back. You see the origins of some characters. I really recommend them. They're awesome reading. They're not all translated yet, unfortunately. This is a dice game, isn't it?
I haven't played dice poker in a while.
Ah, it's like walking. You don't forget how to do it unless you're drunk. Roll a few rounds with me.
I will do one to show you guys what it is. I'm not going to waste too much time with it. I will admit I've spent a couple hours doing this. You gotta be careful because your dice goes off the end. Okay, what do I got? 2 3s. Right. That's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'll do it again and do it right. If your dice goes off the board, you lose the die. So you gotta be careful. Yeah. Three, 4, ooh, 2 6s, okay. So, no, not you. You. And you. It's actually fairly well done. Of course I did. Yeah, that's what it is. It's poker with dice. That's why it's called dice poker. I will walk through your swords untouched.
If it goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the lava exchange.
Stuff. Hi, Uncle Sam. I'm going the wrong direction again, aren't I? Yep. There we go.
I'm still sober. Care for a shot before you enter the siege tower, or don't you drink and ride?
The books are very well written, but they were all written in Polish or Swedish. I always forget. The author's name is Sapkowski, if I remember correctly. Just Google the Witcher books, you'll find them. They're not all translated yet.
A beautiful day for battle.
But they're such good reading.
Fear
I
not,
really
Excellency,
recommend them.
we're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen.
Finally. Traitors of
I
the
like
realm
full
boil
test.
tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire,
Out of range of the
you
arbalist,
said we
huh?
were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Ugh. Poor guy. Is it Claymore?
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fight has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
See, he recognizes his men, and he recognizes their fights and who they are, and I love that in a ruler. But he's kind of headstrong, and he's not the perfect king, but he's a fun character.
Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
So he cares about his kids.
But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Ada is dead, and I have no other children.
I see.
This conversation is over, Excellency. Please retire to your tent. Black One's in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
I'm gonna be honest. Black Ones, by the way, are Nilfgaardians.
Not really. I actually saw His Excellency sweat. But that'll be our secret.
You brought your sense of humor along. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Triss did an autopsy. He was a witcher.
A witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors.
I'm gonna try and be honest, you know.
Where
And this
are
is
you
again,
aiming,
this is a
imbecile?
game where
Soldier,
everything you
fight
do
lad.
matters. That new boy back there lives or
What is going
dies
on
on
up
your
there?
decision.
The gods count at you, Very! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Where are you at? I don't see him. Gonna assume that's him right there.
1.5 degrees.
I hope I'm right.
Did we hit the bastard?
He's down.
Yay.
Ha! One less traitor. Time to attack. Follow me, Witcher!
This is cool. I love the siege tower, and straight out of Lord of the Rings. I love it to bits. I love it all. Sorry I'm not talking too much. I really want the story and the characters to speak for themselves and not me speak for them. I'll definitely speak more as we get into the wilderness and the actual gameplay, but just for this intro.
I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children, but they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped. Her motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Coin and country, there your wife. And a long road at your toe.
I love the atmosphere. They nailed it so well. They nailed the time period. They nailed the world. It's the drinking songs and the boisterous guys. And
when you're plowing for your kid.
Hi.
Look alive, men!
I probably should stand in front of the king.
Hail the king! Where the hell are we headed? To the battle! What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like!
He's fun. This is a king you follow in the battle. I don't know if it's a king that should lead your country. Awesome.